This is an Off the Tongue podcast. Welcome to Skate Mansfield.
3, 2, 1.
What's up, Skate Mansfield? Welcome to the show. I don't remember the words.
You almost said welcome to Skate Mansfield. You said, hey, Skate Mansfield. Welcome to...
No, I said, what's up, Skate Mansfield?
Okay, what's up, Skate Mansfield?
What's up, Skate
welcome
Mansfield? Welcome to the
show.
The show. I'm BJ Price.
And I'm Adam McElroy.
And we've got a lot of skate stuff to talk about. And actually, I've got a little update. It's a quick one before we get into the big chunk of the show, which is most likely going to be all Street League.
Yes.
There's a lot of Street League to talk, and we got some other stuff to hit on the backside. But before that, we need to know...
Where's my skate park?
Yes, I do actually have an update for this. As of...
Well, let's remind people what we're doing, too, because this is the whole point of the podcast.
That is true.
Let people know that, because we do kind of gloss over it at times, but we need to let the new listeners know.
Big things that we want to accomplish is to fix skate parks around here, get a skate park in Mansfield, potentially maybe have my own skate park one day. We're just trying to make things change in the community, but even though I don't have an update every week, I am working on it.
Yep.
But today, as of like 9 o'clock this morning, I have an update. And so I was talking with somebody in the area who owns a lot of property and stuff, and he does have like some warehouses and stuff.
Okay.
But I had just kind of put it to him. I told him that,
skate ramps fit nicely in warehouses.
They sure do. And I kind of brought it up to him. I just said, hey, while I got you on the phone, he was helping me with some other stuff for the church. And I just said, hey, while I got you on the phone, can I ask you a question? He's like, yeah, sure, shoot. And so I just kind of bring up to him, I had this skate class, which had some kids in it, some younger kids, where I was trying to teach them how to skate and all that. And it was through the church, but we weren't able to do it for the fall. But come winter, I'd really like to do something again, but I need an area to do it. I need like a small space in a warehouse or something like that to continue doing that. I think it's good for the kids and for, the area. And I just said, I know you've got some properties and stuff, and I was just wondering if you had anything in Mansfield. He's like, I might have something. What are you looking for? And he asked me to, he's like, give me some specifics. Do you need 5,000 square feet? You need 10,000 square feet? How high do the ceilings need to be? This, that, and the other. I'm like, and for this, I just want somewhere to...
nobody's going to be airing huge out of a quarter pipe.
No. But it's also, I just want a space right now. These kids have kept asking me, when can we get together again? We really want to make it a regular basis. But I couldn't really set it up the same way we had it before because the weather is so unpredictable where we are. Right. And when it does rain or the weather is unfavorable, we don't really have anywhere in that area to go. We were trying to set something up to be able to use it, but then there were so many groups using the space that we could have used that they've been there a lot longer than me coming in, and I'm not going to push them out of the space.
Yeah.
So I spoke to him, and I kind of came up with what I thought we needed, what I thought he got some stuff. I'm bantering. Banter.
No, it'd be good, though, to have a place to go to, especially in winter, because that's the hardest part about skating on the East Coast is the winter.
Yes.
And it sucks because Ohio, the winter could be from... even sometimes in September, but like October, November to April. Yeah. You know what I mean? Until
I just saw something that they had their first snowfall in Michigan today.
Right.
So it's like it's coming.
It's getting there. Yeah.
But so I he's like, as soon as you have some thoughts, let me know. I said, okay. So I sent this to him. I just said we wouldn't need anything more than 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. That's going to fit us. A couple quarter pipes, some rails. Possibly even like a manual pad and the little kicker I have.
And it's like you could always move it too when you're done, yes. So it's not taking up permanent space.
Because I had brought it up to him. I said, well, we can, set it up, do a little class, and then tear it all down. He's like, wouldn't it make more sense just to keep it there? I'm like, it would, but I don't want to put you out or anything. He's like, because he'd also said that he's like, I got some spaces, but we'll have to clean it up. I'm like, I can get people to clean it
Right.
up.
Yeah.
Like that, you don't have to worry about.
got
can
brooms.
yeah, if the space is right, we will work hard for it.
Every skater that's not in their 30s anyway has a broom in their trunk.
Yeah. So I also said it doesn't need to be heated, but if it does get cold enough, as long as it's a space that I could bring in like a propane heater
Yeah.
to just knock the chill off. And then no less than 10 to 12 foot ceilings. I think that's high enough to be
Plenty.
standing on top of a quarter pipe.
Yeah.
And then we would set up a few ramps and rails. It would be occupied 1 to 2 times a week for maximum 2 hours at a time. And I
Right.
just, expressed
That's awesome though.
expressed gratitude for him even considering this as
Right.
an option. And he had text back and he said, I'm going to look at what I have and let you know.
So that's awesome. Man.
I'm hoping to hear. I'll hopefully hear something from him. I work a lot with him. He's a great dude. So hopefully, we
Yeah. Hopefully,
come through with something. I don't know.
Well, yeah, and just again, just a reminder, guys, like that's pretty much the epitome of the show right here. Is
Right.
We're trying to do stuff for the local community, especially the kids.
Yeah.
Because we grew up obviously skating in Ohio. We know the difficulties, especially in winter.
Yeah.
And things like that. And it's just, like I used to snowboard for years,
Mhm.
but it only satisfied that itch a little bit because
Not
it's
the
not
same.
skating.
It's
yeah.
not the same.
It's not the same. And everybody was always like, well, if I can snowboard, I can skateboard. And I'm like, no, you can't.
It's not the same.
It's pretty much the opposite,
yeah.
usually.
And it's. I mean,
Um,
for me, it's. I had such a bad time on snowboards.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I remember it shattered my left arm.
Yeah, well,
and
that'll do
dislocated it.
Yeah.
It was mainly because of skateboarding. Was because I went way too high in a jump and I went to kick my board away and then just tuck and roll.
Yeah.
And when I made the motion of tucking my knees and kicking the board, it
How'd
like
that work out?
Oh, it sent my feet forward and then over my head, so I landed
Oh,
directly on my shoulder.
Yeah, that sucks. But
It did suck.
but yeah, I mean that's pretty much what we're here for. Obviously, we will, BJ's got the GoFundMe to like raise money for certain things.
And if this comes through, I'm going to go heavy on that GoFundMe again. I'll
Right.
re-update everything in there.
But yeah, if
put
we
it out
can
there.
if we can get a space like that, the GoFundMe and stuff would pay for ramps and all that.
Oh, yeah.
And
And I think all I really need to buy at this point, once I see the spaces, I really want 2 quarter pipes.
right.
That's what I want, and it's not too expensive.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of the
But that's why we're doing this, guys. This
Absolutely.
is for the community. Like, obviously, the show's great. I mean, this is fun, and we want to meet everybody through this.
yeah.
But this is all to kind of benefit the Skate Mansfield Facebook page,
Yes.
the community, all this kind of stuff.
We've been seeing a lot more activity in there too.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
some good stuff going on in there.
Yes.
So,
All
but
right, let's see this. How
yeah.
much is a quarter pipe?
oh, it's not too awful bad. Let me see if I can find the right button here. I'm sorry. Hey, I hit the right
There we
button.
go.
So
So this is a
this
2
is
foot
from-
tall, 3 foot wide.
you can pick whatever size you want.
Okay.
This is OC Ramps. This is where I got that little kicker from. But they have some they have some different ones.
Mm.
But sometimes when these don't sell, they'll sell them cheaper.
Right.
Which is I've seen that on here a few times. But this one here is so mellow and nice. I thought this would be good to learn to drop in on.
right.
Um,
Right.
but it's
Couple $100 a piece.
yeah,
You know?
it's not huge. It's got good coping, and I think I think one of those, and we could even get a
Right.
bigger quarter pipe.
What's the blue tile for?
I think that's just to make it look like a pool. It's just
Oh,
the
okay.
style of it. You
Okay.
can get. I think you can get different ones and stuff.
Gotcha.
But
Are they
It's-
all about the same price?
yeah, they're right in there. I mean, you're in that $500 range,
Mm-hmm.
and the people they have gosh, that I love that move, man.
Right.
When you can just twist into a feet or a Smith. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
awesome.
it's small enough, and I've noticed even with the kicker, even with my large weight, when you go up to like really, and you put your weight forward to kind of do like a big rock, it doesn't slide or anything.
Right.
It's just made
That's
really
big.
well. I like this company.
Okay.
I like the stuff they make. So I was looking at that one. There's you can get them all in different
Oh,
sizes
okay.
too, 4-footers, 6-footers,
Yeah. So
and they do have like 2-packs too. And I think
Okay.
that spine is sick too.
right. So we could get 2 3-foot quarter pipes for $750.
Yep,
It's not bad.
that's not bad. at all.
Not bad.
And the quality is there. It's
Yeah.
good quality.
Yeah. So yeah, that's. I mean, obviously we're not specifically asking for money or anything like that. But if you guys wanted to donate to the cause, this is the type of stuff it would go to.
Yep.
You've
I have a
already given
GoFundMe,
out.
yeah. I've given out 11 boards to
Yeah,
kids.
crazy, crazy.
One of these kids. This is one of the kids.
Yes, I am a child.
I made him like he's just like, oh, I'll just never get a board. I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, that's why I'm here.
Yeah,
Here is a board.
I
You
still
need
feel
to-
bad, but
You shouldn't.
I know.
It wasn't just to give kids boards. It's to give like people our age where they're like,
Yeah.
well, I don't have the money to get a decent board. So if I don't get a decent board, I probably won't do it. I don't want to
Right.
Walmart. I'll just hand you a board. Go
Right.
for it.
But yeah, that link is always in the description of the episode, guys.
Yes.
So please go down there.
You can go and do that. I mean, it's also I've had people just hit me up and be like, I'd prefer to just give you like a PayPal you money and stuff too.
That's
So
be too.
We will.
If
take
you
that too.
guys, I'm sure you'd be open to this too. If you guys wanted to come and help out with the kids,
oh
you know,
please,
come hang
anybody
out,
out there?
be a fill-in instructor. Caleb, come on out, put that on the resume. That'll be good.
Yeah, it is something
That's
for like
a Skate Mansfield skateboard instructor. I mean,
Mhm.
that's an official thing on a resume.
even if it's just even public service, and you
Yeah,
can
for
say,
sure.
yeah, I helped kids
Community service, yeah.
because I love skateboarding.
Yep.
And it's
It's charity, guys. It's
Yeah.
charity.
counts. counts.
You can write it off. Not really.
So from there, I think we really need to. Let me see if I can.
Oh, that's that update I was going to tell you about.
Oh, the first kickflip back. Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, it
Oh,
just
we're
came
gonna
out.
do a reaction video right now.
Okay. All right, pull it up. Live reaction.
Live reaction.
Barracks posted Tony Hawk's first kickflip back from after his gruesome injury. Obviously,
I'm
let's
super nervous.
go.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could do it. I mean, my expectation
on,
is that I'm going to
Tony.
make it.
Let's
hopefully
Might
this
be
doesn't
ugly
get
as hell, but it's
copyrighted.
my turn
We'll see.
Well,
to
we'll
do a
see.
kickflip. Nowadays, I would say the number one thing strangers say to me, besides "Hey, you look like Tony Hawk," because they want to be in on the meme, is
That's a
Yeah.
great
do a
meme.
kickflip.
Do a
That's
kickflip.
it. And
Yep.
through my life, it was like do a 900. Do a kickflip. We're here today
So true.
because
But see,
I've been
this
challenged to
I
do a
have already
kickflip. It will
seen
be my
this.
first
So
time
people
since I broke
people.
my femur.
I
No.
have not.
I haven't tried to flip my board. I've set my foot up and
Oh, I
pondered
haven't
it, and
seen the-
couldn't
I was
get
gonna say the
myself to
X-ray's
maneuver it enough
gruesome.
to
Like,
even
look
try.
how
I tried to
deep
do
it
one,
is
the
Snapped
next
it.
to it.
At least it wasn't
It flipped
compound.
halfway, and my leg felt
That
like
is- well, it
just
didn't
lodged
come
my
out of the
body
skin.
again, so I can't be sure
But
exactly what
his
happened when I
his
got hurt,
femur
but I
went
did make
like
twists.
2-3
I didn't
inches
have enough
up
speed,
next
and
to
That's
think that I
bonkers.
landed
femur.
on the
How
wall
does it fit in
before
there,
I was
man?
Right.
ready. Next thing I know, I'm sliding across the flat bottom with
Ugh.
my leg pointing the other direction, and I could just feel it disconnected. How do
Ugh.
I feel? There's this sense of fear and weakness. I'm scared. The idea of doing a kickflip and actually
Well, the
moving
fact that
my
you were
leg
walking
fast,
like 2
sliding it
days
out.
later.
I was gonna
Super
say it
scared.
hasn't
I
even
wanna
been
get
that
it out of
long.
my
Like,
system.
what was this?
I wanna
Maybe
get over
4
that
months ago,
milestone.
Yeah.
3-4
I'm
months
not
ago.
able to ollie on flat very well yet. I ollied over a parking block. It was
Because I mean, he was on
The
what
first time I
Hawk
tried to
versus
ollie over a
Wolf
parking
and all
block,
that.
it
What
Yeah.
like
slid
3
out.
days after? Like,
I can skate
So
vert,
you
I
knew
know,
about it
it's
right
weird,
away.
But I know how to knee
Yeah,
slide.
because they had an
Let's go flick,
episode
right?
and
Is that
everything
fast
too.
enough?
yeah.
Okay, moment of truth. When I am
Unfortunately, we
faced
got to
with
talk
putting
through
all my
this a
weight
little
on
bit.
Right, yeah.
because
there's this sense of
we can't just
You can't
sit
just sit and watch. No, but oh, man,
I'd rather just walk up the stairs and drop in and try an air.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Way more comfortable. Okay, let's see what
Well,
happens.
if that's all you ever do.
Now I do like. He'll mention it here in a second, and I like that he does this.
No pads, no nothing. What are you doing, Tony?
I haven't ollied.
That's a
in
BJ
like,
ollie.
so
That's a sick
it's not
ollie.
conducive to
You
a
can
kickflip.
ollie like Tony
The
now, dude.
hardest thing, honestly, for me, in this time
I'm as
frame
good
of
as
my
Tony
recovery
Hawk with
is
a
pushing,
broken leg.
because I have
That's
to
a
have
fact.
My leg bent, it starts shaking.
Put it on
so
the
my push
t-shirt.
is all
You're
dainty.
better. I mean,
Now
I
it's
would
actually
say.
better than it usually is. That's right where I broke my leg.
Right over there.
Right there on that panel.
I thought he
This
hit the.
is sort of my
I thought he hit the deck.
No.
Just
So I like this though because he points out the panel
Okay, fuck it,
that
let's
he
start.
had the injury on, and then He said, "I'm gonna land a kickflip on that panel."
That's
Yeah.
Tony
Yeah, that was
Hawk.
my first attempt. I'm pretty excited
dude,
about that.
he's-
I'm not gonna lie.
It just,
Like, when I
yeah,
told you
it's
It's
about
so
the
scary
flip,
when he
I would say,
steps
commit to the
off and
landing,
you
don't
can
let
just
your
see
foot
him.
go
He's just like,
off the side, and I
oh
just
my
did
leg,
yeah, because it's
Here we go.
just so weak too. Like
man.
that's a BJ
You know,
kickflip
being a
also,
first gamer-
dude.
Kind of.
With an already
One foot
terrible
on.
kickflip combined with this injury, it's not gonna be pretty.
Ugh.
But here we go.
Who else is there? I was trying to see who else there.
I don't know. I didn't recognize anybody.
I'm way more nervous than the last time I tried a 9. Okay.
That's
Your
crazy.
kickflip.
Just
And he did a 9 what this
Dude, I'm
year,
starting
right?
to sweat for him, man. I just don't. I don't want. I can't stand it if Tony Hawk
It's-
gets hurt
yeah.
anymore.
That's what I pictured happening
Oh, it's just.
when I was going to sleep last night. I imagined that.
How does he get up? It's gotta be painful.
And my
But
legs getting
see-
tired. No!
Landing
should
at
come on
any
Friday,
different
first try
angle is
Fridays.
like scary.
Oh.
You don't understand the turmoil in my head right now.
I think we do.
Imagine being Tony Hawk and you can't land a kickflip.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, he's been landing kickflips for what, 40 years, literally.
What
Yeah.
little flick I had has gone dormant. Dude, I knew it was gonna be hard, but I
Jeez.
didn't think it would be this much effort.
Oh
My leg
man.
isn't cooperating now.
It's interesting that he's going into the transition.
I usually
That's
have
what
to
I
walk
thought
all the
too,
way up the
because
stairs.
Like when
You
you, wanna
have
try
to-
flat.
Try my trick again.
You have to like, not 180, but you gotta, turn a little bit
Well,
into
he's
it.
gonna
digging
land
deep
and then
into my-
turn it.
Vert.
Yeah, but I'm like, why
experience.
wouldn't you just try a flat
Higher on
ground
the wall.
kickflip?
Right.
But again, he wants to land on that same panel, which I get, but it's like,
Never thought I'd have to relearn kickflips.
why
on
don't
video.
why don't you build up to that, Tony, instead of trying to do basically a half of a front side flip or backside flip.
This is skateboarding. Dude, I'm getting there.
Yeah,
He's
that's
limping.
where those. All of these feelings he's feeling, you just. Oh no.
Lane!
He said, "Lame."
Oh my goodness.
That one hurt.
It's the ones that don't look like they hurt
Right.
more.
It's the impact.
yeah, it's the weird.
Ah!
I can.
That was it.
You hear him like the just
That was a knee
the
slide from the rail.
strain.
Yeah.
So much strain, man. Ugh.
He even
Oh.
when he bends down,
I
he's
wish I
going
was
like
just
this.
playing this up
Yeah.
for
With his
drama
hands
for you,
like-
but
He's not obviously not doing that on purpose, but
No.
it's like him focusing, like, and it's manifesting into Buddha
Here we go.
hands. You know. Watch
Hey,
his
Tony,
fingers. He goes like
do a
this on.
kickflip.
Oh,
Do a
Tony.
kickflip.
Oh my goodness,
Yes!
dude, that feeling. Dude, every bit of it. That is 100% a good
Yep, that's a
kickflip.
make.
Dude.
It's my celebration.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness,
Shout out
man.
Tony.
Shout out.
Like I said,
Tony.
we had to watch that. It just happened to pop up right there on the home screen. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's
Shout out,
so cool.
Tony.
Shout outs, Tony. Way to go,
Congrats.
man. Way to go, buddy. Tony Hawk, you've always been the man. You're the
Right.
goat. Don't worry about
Legend.
it. So yeah, you got to talk about some skate news. Well, that could have been skate news. You know what? I'm just hitting the button.
From around the world, it's the skate news you need to know.
I love
Boom.
it. Now, I do want to say, I guess if we're transitioning to this, we're transitioning to Street League. I'm assuming that's what you want to talk about.
Oh yeah,
now.
yeah. Sorry.
And we definitely have some points to talk about. Now, I do want to make one small point, and we'll leave it. It'll be a quick point. We don't have to argue about it, but it's just something I observed in the Street League prelims, okay? Mr. Midler was skating. Okay, now he didn't have like a tantrum or anything like that. You know, nothing crazy.
He didn't have
But
anything.
right, I agree. But one of the announcers,
The commentator said,
Yeah.
he's like, he always looks like he's mad.
yeah, well, his quote, because I wrote it down, said he never looks happy. And I'm like,
But that doesn't mean
I know. Like I
tantrums or
said,
anything.
we're just gonna leave it there. It's just a little point.
He's just not like
Just a little
he's
point.
not expressive. My wife never like. I ask her all the time, "Is everything okay?" She's like, "I'm fine. Why do you keep asking?" I'm like, "Well, you look mad."
I get that a lot. My mom used to have to warn my girlfriends when they came over that if I look upset, I'm probably not, and if I am, you would know it. So
That makes sense.
yeah,
I mean, but the first thing that I have written for the
I
for
just had to
SLS
throw that out there.
Yeah?
Just had to throw that out there.
You're the worst.
Just a little
Just
observation.
leave the poor guy alone.
I'm leaving him alone. Like I said, it's a point, dude.
Jeez.
I'm just making a repeat.
That course was tiny.
It was. It looked awesome when I sent it to you, and then when I finally saw them
Yeah,
out there,
same. I was just
like,
blown
oh.
away.
Yeah,
We're probably on Insta.
yeah, I would guess. But yeah, I mean, it was a cool course.
It was awesome.
I wish, honestly, even if they had like just a small middle section that had just like little gaps in it or something. But
But here's my thought on it being that tiny. I was like, Luan can't skate
Right.
this, but they.
I was
were
gonna say
amazing.
we'll get to that. Yeah, we'll get to that. But it was in the UFC Apex, which, as you guys know, I'm a big UFC fan, so I know how small that whole little area is. It's tiny, dude. It fits the octagon in a UFC fight, and there's literally bleachers around it.
Yeah.
Same bleachers right here, probably 3-4 rows deep, and that's it around the octagon. So I was like,
What?
oh, this is a tiny room.
What was this?
Yeah, I don't know because like
Because you couldn't like ollie up into.
looked
there's
like-
cracks.
it
Like,
looked like it's like that diamond plated.
It
stuff.
is, but like,
But-
what were they supposed to do on that?
I don't know because yeah, those are all gaps. It's not just paint that looks black
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, yeah, it's little gaps, and
This
it's
thing
not.
is so cool. It's
it's-
just cool looking.
yeah. Yeah, it's not nearly big enough to do a manual on
Mm-mm.
or anything. Those diamond
Wow.
plated things. So, yeah, I think it was just to add a little aesthetic because obviously it's gray and silver.
And all the obstacles were so much smaller than
Yeah.
than Seattle.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm telling you, dude, that whole area right there, I mean, that's maybe 120 feet, if
Yeah,
that.
they're
like it's nothing.
a lot of them were just getting one trick, had to get to the other side and start again.
Right. Right.
There's not a lot of lines that
Right.
take you to like if you're going fast,
Yeah.
you're hitting one trick and then you have to
Pretty
start
much
over.
jostling, or pretty much on each of the sides here, these little kickers, the little
Yeah.
step ups, you could do a little something,
Yeah,
but
it wasn't a lot. Dude,
Yeah.
Jocelyn getting that tray flip up this
yeah, he did that the whole
oh,
time.
So
Yeah.
cool looking too.
I was surprised now that I remember, I'm surprised nobody gapped over that rail. What were they calling it? The
Which one?
bear?
The bear trap? You mean this
Yeah.
thing or this thing?
That
they were
right
calling
there.
this the but yeah, they that's
Well,
wasn't
Everybody went over that, but I'm saying like
Gustavo. It was
Gustavo went over it, everybody
Yeah.
went over it. But I'm talking about coming in at an angle, like from that corner.
and going
Yeah, and
this
coming
way?
into the kicker and just doing something over it.
Oh, that's a good.
Because I was like,
idea.
nobody, why?
Well, how high is this though? How high are you going up and over that? Because if you try to go out over the corner to get your length to get over like you would here,
Yeah,
you missed it.
yeah, it's true.
So and this is tall. You can't do a whole
I
lot
didn't-
from flat up over and into the kicker. Maybe ollie up or maybe kickflip up and in.
You could do like a cool like backside something,
Yeah.
but and like land kind of backwards into the kicker, but. Yeah,
yes.
but yeah, it definitely could have been better. It definitely could have been a better course. I was very,
not a bad.
I was
course.
very stoked with
like
how
I would
well
love
it
to
turned
skate
out.
that course.
Yeah, I was very stoked with how the runs and the tricks came out from it. Because after I saw, the first, couple runs of the prelims, I was like, man, this is not a big course at all.
No, it is not. And
We showing the prelims, bruh.
I was gonna see if we could skip to a couple things.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, it's
It's
just
gonna be so hard to pinpoint anything specific.
It,
This is
and,
a
oh,
3 hour.
that was another note that I have here is that how much does it suck to be in the first heat of
Yeah.
the prelims because
Yeah.
you don't know what's scoring well. You could
That's true.
You could
Yeah.
do what you thought, in the last stop could have gotten
Right.
an 8.
Right.
And on this one they were giving them like 5s
they were
and
definitely
6s.
giving lows. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well it's hard. That first heat, you're boned. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I
No
mean,
way.
it is definitely difficult, but at the same time, I think it comes down to obviously, and they said it a lot. It's been kind of drilled into us this season anyway, that you obviously have to land a good run, right?
Oh yes, yeah.
have
the
to
run
get that.
has to be.
So honestly, like, yeah, you are at a disadvantage because you don't know, but at the same time, I mean, in the whole prelims, everybody's got 2 runs apiece. There's probably 20 of them, something like that, maybe more, 24, something like that.
Yeah.
So you're talking 48 runs. I would say in the prelims, there was maybe 6 or 7 fully made runs.
Yeah.
So that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you don't know what's scoring. Yeah, you might not be able to get the best score as somebody in the last round,
Right.
but just land a full run, and that'll put you in a good spot anyway. I mean, 7's probably pretty low, but I wouldn't guess more than 10 or 12
Sure.
at most.
Dude, that
Descenzo's a
Blunta-
beast. I was
that
so
Blunta
bummed.
gap. Yeah, I was really sad when he got bumped out.
Yeah, which
He
I kind of knew because he was holding on to that 7 and 8 spot for
Mhm.
like the last 2 rounds,
yeah.
and I was like, somebody's gonna knock him out.
Yeah. Well, and also, did they say where was Yuto? Why Suchu was
So-
there?
Yes, Yuto was in the crowd. They interviewed him,
Oh, I didn't. Oh, I
um,
did see him. I take
and
that
he
back.
said he had a small knee injury, but he's planning
That's
on
right.
being here for the next stop. But he just wanted to play it safe, which I get. But we're obviously fast forwarding a little bit when I say this, but it's so crazy that Gustavo is obviously going off doing crazy stuff, right?
Dude,
But
Gustavo-
how much is it because Yuto isn't there, Nyjah isn't there, Shane didn't land a single thing all day, basically.
and you could tell, even the announcer said it.
He was just like,
he was very out of it.
yeah, he wasn't
He
even
wasn't
there, basically.
But Tori Pudwill did really well.
That was one of my notes. Was
Yeah.
T-Pud looked, obviously
looked
not back
good.
to his old
No.
self, but a good 80%.
Yeah,
He could be out there. There was way different than the last
he
stop,
was
dude.
doing good. Oh, another.
He did 500 times better
Yes,
than the last
and
stop.
that made me probably the happiest.
Yeah.
was just to see him
Yep.
be him again. It was so good.
I literally have it as a note here. What did I say exactly? Tori looked close to his old self.
Yeah,
There we go. And then the last thing I want to say about the prelims anyway is Jagger. I like Jagger Eaton a lot.
I really liked it.
Because he started with Big Air and Park mainly.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously he's a great skater. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing here. See,
I didn't even see
triggering
you.
me right
There
now.
you go.
No. But yeah, Jagger's great. Obviously, it was interesting in the finals. Did you see his shirt? Did you ever pay attention to
Jagger's?
Jagger's shirt?
I mean, no. I
It
don't
was
think I did.
borderline a crop top.
Oh, was it?
Like it was like above the belt line.
That's fine.
And I'm like, what? Like, it just threw me off. And then they mentioned, I think during the prelims, about him practicing. They said a lot of skaters go out and just skate and try to get better and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They said Jagger goes out and practices. And
right.
and I was like,
did
that's
remember him saying
a
that.
good point, you
Mhm.
know? And you can definitely tell.
He even said it because he was talking about not being here for some of it because he's trying to get his mental health back in order
Right,
and all
right,
that,
right.
everything
Yep.
that he does, and it was it just so
I love his
he looks so fluid and
Yeah.
he's so on.
It was a little different, and obviously I'm not gonna kind of dive into it too much, but like he almost looked like too cocky. Did you notice that in especially the finals? Like he's walking
I don't know, I
around.
wasn't getting that.
He's if you watch it again or if we play some of it, he's kind of walking around like doing like this kind of thing and like chewing like
Yeah, he's got the big old
yeah, but like
horseshoe gum.
I don't know, like
I don't see it as that.
well, not even that, but like I don't know. Wait
Okay.
until he bails or something.
I love that kickflip fakie.
Yeah,
That's so nice looking.
he's obviously great. But see, that was the other thing about the small park too is
Yeah.
there's not room for you to ride out your
Oh,
tricks.
no.
Jocelyn almost racked himself on multiple rails.
Yep. Wasn't there a girl who got wrecked on a hubba? Like when she came out,
I'm
that
gonna
she
be
didn't
honest
gap
with
a
you.
rail and hit the hubba.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not watch.
I didn't
the
watch any of it,
movies.
but I saw the Instagram.
I was gonna say, don't make me feel bad, BJ.
Well, we're talking mainly about the men's
Yes.
prelims and everything because that's what we watch.
Yeah.
Not to disparage, they're all better than us. All the women skaters are way better than us. We get it.
Yes.
Great.
Obviously.
I just watch the guys. I'm sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have a good reason.
I'll show you. I'll get a clip because he didn't bail this time.
No.
But yeah, see, like, and he I mean, here's not too bad. Like, obviously he's just feeling himself. Like, that's fine. But like, there was a couple times, it might have been in the finals where he bailed, and he's just like gangster walking to his board, and I'm like,
What?
that's not you, dude. I've noticed it. I'll send you I'll clip it
Okay.
later.
Oh
I
man, he
was
got
like-
so over that rail.
Gustavo killed it.
Yes, I mean, there's a reason. Like he's been on podium like so many years, and he's won.
Yep.
It. I mean, such a sick piece. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
But
The
I mean,
goo-
like
the
I
goofy
said,
skaters are man, they out here.
do you think it has anything to do with Yuto not being out there, Nyjah not being out there,
No,
Shane not
I
being
think he's
out
just
there?
that good. I no.
Well, I agree. I agree he is that good to win this competition. But I think the reason he's been overlooked a little bit is because he's consistently getting that third, fourth,
Yeah.
second, maybe fifth, He's up there, but
yeah,
it's those main guys that are taking it, So that's what I'm saying. Not that he's not a skilled skater, but I mean, these days he was locked in enough to beat Nyjah or Yuto.
Yeah.
He obviously killed it. We'll get to that too, but like I don't know. I don't know, if he can consistently beat Nyjah or Yuto,
I think he can. I believe,
I
and
don't
he's very quickly becoming kind of one of my more favorite skaters. To
Oh, for
watch.
sure, for sure. I love him. Like, he's great. But again, I just think with Yuto, Nyjah, if Shane knows if he ever figures out how to skate a contest, he'll be good. But like, if those three are on it, I just think Gustavo might be able to win. Obviously, he's definitely talented enough, but I just think that's why he's consistently getting the third, fourth, second, And this is the first stop he ever won, right?
No.
No, he won last year too, didn't he?
Yeah, he won it all last year.
Did he? Well, I don't like how they do that because it's like the last
Super Crown?
stop. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like you pretty much have to win one stop. Like, obviously, there's more to it, but I don't know. But yeah, I love Gustavo. I think he killed it
Yeah,
for sure.
he was amazing, and also, guy I'd never seen before or anything. Alec Majerus.
You've never seen Alec Majerus?
Maybe
He's
I
great.
have, and I don't realize
He's
it.
great. He's a big park skater too.
He
which
also had like the shirt that I wanted. He had a green Volcom shirt that I wanted.
Nice.
I'm like, I want that shirt.
is nice. Yeah, Majerus is good.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun to watch too. He did some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
I like that he ended his one run with like a caveman onto that rail.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
Yeah, he's
Um,
always had an interesting style.
And Braden Hoban, I could watch him all day.
Yeah,
He's so much fun to watch.
it is cool because I think he's kind of
I'm sad that he missed the podium though.
yeah, I think he's kind of a mix between is it Evan Smith?
Okay.
The dude that just goes super fast and high on everything.
Yeah.
Evan,
yeah, Evan does. Yeah.
Evan Smith,
is
and
he's the goofball guy. Yeah, he kind of looks. Yeah, he's got that.
and Mark
hair, too.
Suchu.
Yeah.
He's a mix between both of those guys.
He's
And I
got
like
he's got that tech,
Yeah.
but he can also
he just goes
get
for it.
fluid and big, go
Yeah.
real big.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I liked it, man. It was a
did you
great
see
contest.
that during the run, Deshaun took his headphones out?
I thought so. Yeah.
Like, why did he take? But then he landed everything. I'm like,
well, it
that's weird.
could be. I've been thinking about this too because I noticed little things like that. Obviously, it could be interference because it's Bluetooth. Somebody else could have their Bluetooth on. It could be interfering, picking up
Okay.
other stuff. I don't know, but could just be a distraction because they have other music playing in the
Yeah.
arena. I don't know.
And they kept turning it up. Like,
Oh,
what are you
I didn't
doing?
notice that. Yeah.
Like it kept like getting louder.
I watched
I would
this-
get so
In all fairness, I watched this at 1 a.m.
okay. But yeah, I noticed that happened. But again on Deshaun when he was doing that laser over the bear trap,
Yep.
I find it interesting that he like locks his front foot in while he's waiting,
Right, and then
and
pushes
then
like
pushes with it there.
Yeah.
That's
that.
interesting.
I noticed the setup right away. I was
Yeah.
like, laser.
Yeah,
I was
You
so
can
bummed
see
out.
it.
It took him like 3 tries, though. It's rare that it does.
yeah, which kind of put him at a detriment because then he had one more try.
Yeah. Well, he
To
got
get-
it on the last try, but it
Yeah.
didn't matter at
It
that.
didn't matter at that point, but
Yeah.
it was still amazing to see.
Yeah, for sure.
The A-Shock Recovery Lounge. Did you see that interview?
Mm-mm.
There was a girl who was talking about they have the recovery where they have an area where they can
Oh,
go
the
and get
massage
massages
thing.
and
I
stuff.
saw that.
I'm like, that's interesting.
No, well,
I mean, that's they probably have a lot of. I mean, there's
they
during
had that
sports
stuff
and
at
like
X
that.
Games and stuff too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't. I just.
I don't
that's the
think-
first time I think they've pointed it out.
Yeah, I don't think because they do a lot of that kind of similar stuff, at least in the X Games and snowboarding.
Mm-hmm.
I think they do it in skateboarding and those kind of extreme sports too. But like, it I don't think the lady's wearing a pencil dress normally
Yeah.
like she was in that one. I was like,
I was like, wait.
okay, that's a little
Yeah.
weird for a physical therapist or
Right.
whatever it is.
I was gonna say that because I felt that was kind of
I was
weird.
like, all right.
okay, that's
Trying a little too hard here.
but
Yeah, let's
Yeah, I'm
see
doing that.
let's see if Jagger bails here so I
Yeah.
can judge him. But no, I don't know. It was a great contest. I was
It
very
was.
surprised
a
at.
lot of fun. They're just so much fun to watch, and I feel like
Yeah.
such. I feel like such a nerd because no matter who I'm with or where I'm at, I'm like, oh, I'm so pumped. SLS is this weekend. This happened last time. So
Right.
what's gonna happen this time?
They're like,
of course,
what
it looks
is-
great.
what
And
is
then they're
that?
just staring at me, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I forgot.
Right.
Like
Right.
nobody knows or cares.
Well, yeah.
Nobody that I that I work with or
Okay,
anything
so now
skates.
I'm nobody. Okay.
No,
cool.
that I work with that
No, I feel
skates
it.
and stuff, man.
I feel it.
Man, that's got to be so scary to just do a what was
Switch
that? Feet-
Smith.
Smith, yeah.
Yeah. I like Jagger. Jagger's one of my,
I
especially in
enjoy watching.
SLS. He's a top 5 for me. But see, look at this. Like, I mean, he's just like dipping his
I don't
shoulder.
see it. I
I-
don't think he's doing
Look
it.
at this. Look at this. He's just like
He's chewing like an idiot. But can
he's
you imagine
strutting
chewing
around.
gum and being that gassed? You're blown up after that. You can't breathe
Sure.
after all of that, and you're trying to chew gum. You're gonna chew it like an idiot.
Well, yeah, I'm just talking about the body language
Oh, my
plus the
goodness.
gun. Like,
I-
bro, I went to school for this. I know what I'm looking at.
Okay, sure. I don't. I think you're reading too much into it.
I
don't
could
think-
be,
There's no
but-
way you could get over that and into that bank. By the way.
Me? No, I'll fall on my face.
True.
Look, like, I mean, that's fine. He's just
What
vibing
are
right
you
there.
doing?
He's vibing right there. That's
What
okay.
is with
I'm focused more on the
Yeah.
finals. Like,
Sure.
Bruh.
Sure.
I'll find it. Don't you worry.
Tommy Finn's he had a couple good tricks in there.
Yeah,
Can't slag off Tommy Finn. He did a great job.
yeah. Shout out Mickey Papa as well.
Yeah, he did great too.
went farther
Everybody was
than-
doing. That's that's
It's
tough
just
to
such a
cap out
waste of
to nose cut.
space
Yeah,
right
it is.
there.
It is. It really is because it's not enough. It's not enough space to really roll out. But
Like if that was even just a raised mani pad
Yeah.
and you could do something on it.
shout outs Manny as well. He did better this time. I was very proud of him. His first run, he got like a 6 something. I thought it
Yeah.
was good.
I think he didn't do much after the first run
He
though, did
didn't really, but look at that.
Yeah.
Looking good.
he? The one thing I
Heel
didn't
flip 5-0.
one thing I didn't like about this contest, which it's not any of the skaters' fault, it's not even the judges' fault either. It's just how it turned out.
Mhm.
That bear trap and that big hubba is what it all came down to. It's like
Yeah.
you have to do something
It's-
over that,
yeah.
or you have to do a crazy crook or nose blunt on the hubba.
This is what blew my mind watching this. I'm like, he goes so fast. Well, he's not going to be able to do
Right.
anything, and then he's just murders it
Well, not
on
this
his
one.
second run.
right, but
his
yeah,
second
yeah.
run, and it's
He does, but he was a little squirrely, which is fine.
yeah, because he's going that
Right.
fast in such a small space.
But yeah, there's no recovery time
No,
at all.
no time. You get a little bit of a little squirrely, coming out of something. There's no recovery.
He hit that all weekend.
Yeah,
that
and
tray
it,
flip.
and it looks so good.
Yeah, I've always loved step up tray flips. I did those
Yeah.
all the time on my tech decks.
I loved it. Like nobody, one of the announcers finally said it,
Aerial heel.
where when he lands off of the bear trap and then goes up that, he does like a nollie front shove it to get his board right
Yeah.
again. But he does it so smooth. I wonder if I can go back to see it. That. Okay,
Oh,
hold on.
right there. But see, and this is an old conversation we had. We don't have to revisit it. But that's why I like the boards that are
Takes it,
symmetrical.
Here it is. Whoop. Well,
Yeah.
I guess it was fakey.
Well, but I don't want to have to do that in my run. You know what I mean?
Oh, I gotcha.
That was my only point in that whole thing is, I just don't want to
Braden was next.
have to do that. I'd rather my board land and it just feel the same no matter how it lands.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me, but I've
Yeah.
never understood why people would have a different nose than tail.
Yeah. Vincent had a tough day too.
I know that was a bummer.
Yeah. But it did make it. That was so sick. It
He's
did
so
make it
creative.
an interesting final.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
for sure.
It's like wow, these are
Right.
not all of the people you're used to.
You know who-
Kelvin did amazing too.
You know who I totally forgot about?
Mm.
That's normally in the finals, at least.
Sora?
Yep, short sample size, but
Yeah.
yeah, Sora just
Sora just he was
He-
not on.
it was similar to what we said a couple weeks ago. I think it was about him as well. Is the contest IQ doesn't seem to be there.
Yeah, where he's because even like when he was about to do a trick and they're like he just needs to do
he
something.
just needs like a 6.0 or something.
No, he needed a 5. He's like,
yeah,
all he's got to do is get a 5.
land
He can do that.
something.
And then he went for a sugar cane on the double
Right.
kink.
Right,
Like, what are you doing?
right.
Like, you don't have to
do a
that.
do a switch kickflip. You're in, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
You can save that sugar cane, man.
Right.
There's just so much that it's like, whoa. You don't have to get that crazy, especially when it's not time to do that.
Right.
There is a time.
you got to
for
get
that.
into the finals first. Like, yeah.
Kelvin's second one. He didn't do well.
Kelvin's always fun to watch.
Always, he's got just such good
See,
movements.
roll that back a little bit because it's just this
I love
rail.
that shirt too.
This rail is so low, he almost acid drops off this and just
Yeah.
cruises to that second kink. Obviously, he had to ollie a little bit, but
yeah.
it just was like just a little ping, like a little tiny,
Mm-hmm.
tiny pop.
Oh, dude, just to fall off your board and then run and do a kickflip front.
Yeah. I wonder if it's
Whatever.
the hair that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Is it Evan Smith? Am I getting that name
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's got long hair like that.
Yeah.
He's
I
the
knew
guy
it was
who's like,
Evan. I couldn't remember his last name.
He's like the super lovey dude. He's in
Yeah.
drugs and
He was in Street League last year,
Oh.
wasn't he?
was he?
I'm pretty sure.
He's been at a bunch of like those one-off contests.
Dew Tour and
stuff.
all that.
Yeah. But he is a lot of fun to watch too. Oh, dude, that
All right. Well, let's
Gap
move
to
on to
back
the
nose one.
finals because we could. I
So-
mean, we could.
all day. But,
Yeah.
let me see if I had any more. Kelvin, yeah, it's great. I said after all of this, that once I saw that Braden Hoban was in, I was
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
I want Braden
He
to
got
win it.
second, right?
Actually, I don't think he placed. I think he got knocked out because
Did
Jocelyn.
he?
It was Gustavo, Jocelyn, and I don't remember. We'll have to look.
For some reason, maybe he was the second highest qualifier or something like that. Maybe that's what
oh,
I'm thinking
no,
of.
That's not what I meant to do. No, go back. Go back. Go back. Going the wrong way, guys. All right. What is this thing doing? Sorry, my computer's freaking out.
There it is, right there at the top.
And the fact that Foy wasn't in it when that
Yeah,
right
in the
when
finals.
Foy missed, I stood up.
I was
I was
sad.
like I was very upset that
Yeah.
he didn't get that. I'm like,
The-
that's I can't imagine this. He deserves it. Let him in.
The bummer about watching this at 1 a.m. is my daughter was sleeping in the next room, and I couldn't
You couldn't make noises. and yell.
vocalize my passion for what happened.
Yeah, and the best part was like even the announcers are like, well, he's always
Right.
on the podium in our hearts. So
Right.
It's
Oh,
like, yeah,
did they
you're,
say
you're
that?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
like he's
awesome.
always number one. So, but yeah, and Kelvin's always got the same gear on too.
Yep, all black.
All black with the black hoodie with the cool pants. I don't know. I like his style. That would be my
Well,
creative skater.
You know,
Still
they're
got
all
that
getting
gum in.
paid for that,
Same
right?
gum. Oh, I know. the
Same gum from yesterday. Lucky Gum. That's that everlasting gum
I
drop.
keep
or
forgetting
whatever.
how short Jocelyn is.
Yeah, but he's powerful.
So powerful. He's got that core.
And the man right there,
Man himself.
Gustavo.
So he sweats in a way that he always looks like he's tearing up.
He did look like he was going to tear up at the end, which
Yeah.
is
But
totally
again,
fair.
he's probably just sweating.
No, like it was emotional when he
Um,
was going on his
hitting the
victory
home
run and he hit that 50-50.
Yeah. But dude, it's
Yeah, great stuff.
yeah.
Mickey
I'm glad Mickey
Papa.
Papa was in the final.
Yep.
Again, it was great to see, like, not the exact same people
Right,
that are always in the final.
right.
Which I mean, don't get me wrong, I love to watch Nyjah and Yuto and
But again, I
Sora
mean,
and
yeah, Nyjah, Yuto, Sora, Deshaun.
look, he did the push with the setup too, going for
going
Burial
for the
Heel.
burial heel.
Mm-hmm.
But Deshaun's not in there. Foy's not in there.
Yeah, which
You know what
is
I mean?
Unusual.
And this is where, again, I love Gustavo, but what's he going to do with those 5 guys also in there?
They got to be on.
Right, for sure.
Sora should have been on. He
For
wasn't.
sure. For sure. But
So-
I'm just saying everything, aside from the ending trick that Gustavo won, what was that, an overcrook varial heel out? Is that what that was? Or a
Yeah.
nose grind?
Let's get over there and see what they got going. Oh yeah, this is
Obviously that was insane. But I think
good. Oh, we didn't even talk about what happened to P-Rod, man. Whew.
yeah,
he
P-Rod's
was an
not in
off
there.
day too.
yeah.
Dude, Felipe, man, he had a good showing.
Yeah.
It was between, I think it was between him and who was it between him and?
I don't remember.
But they were doing like the switch heels and stuff. But
Oh,
one,
him and
one,
Jocelyn.
it was yeah.
They were both doing switch.
Ah,
But that's also one of
Such
the
a
things
great
I
thing.
didn't. And again, it's
Bigger
nobody's
flip.
fault, but yeah, towards the end, it's like, okay, Jocelyn got an 8.0 on that switch flip. I'm going to go do a switch flip.
yeah.
And they gave him an 8.0. And I'm like,
That's the way it should be.
well, kind
If
of.
you're gonna score it that way,
it
and he
should
did
be
it
like-
just as well,
It should be like a 7.8 because it's
that is coach.
for.
is that?
Yeah, they were talking about that.
Yeah.
He was like a skate coach that he
I
kept
would love
talking
to be a skate coach, man.
Yeah, I guess.
I would love to see. That's another big thing with getting a park in this area. Is I'm going to go to each school and be like,
Right.
I want each school to have a team.
there you go.
I want to have competitions
There you go.
between the schools. I want them to be able to get college, get accepted into and
Right.
get scholarships and stuff for skating. That'd be
That's
so
awesome.
cool. That's the definite. That's what I want.
See, this is the finals, though, right?
Yeah, this is the final. So
So, oh well, they go to the last 4 or
'Cause
the last
Jocelyn-
2 tricks. I forget.
Jocelyn bumps up.
Yeah, because
With the shove it out.
no, Nolly
No, the
very
very heel out. Yeah.
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 I didn't see it again. Was it a overcrook? I think it was. Yeah.
And yeah,
Wow.
so bonkers.
Aside from the but I think Nyjah and Yuto could do that if they wanted to.
Could
it's-
they though?
It's close.
Mm,
I think Nyjah could. I've never seen Yuto do it, but I bet he could.
I wonder what Yuto and stuff
Right.
would have done.
Right. But like Jocelyn's
9.2.
bigger flip at the
Right.
end there was insane.
Because I didn't think Hoban was on. Oh no, I think I was upset because Hoban got second. I wanted him to win.
I told you I thought he got second.
Yeah, you're right. I apologize. I thought I was upset because he got bumped out.
And I think Jocelyn got
Jocelyn
third.
pops Hoffler out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, because then they get to the super
The last-
final
yeah.
thing, where they have the. All right, any day. Yeah. Stop 3. So this is where it starts the super final.
Watch, the producer right here is like, thank you guys. I know you didn't want to do this. Watch. He's like, thank you. He did that. I was like, yep. Because he made them stand in that square
Oh
formation.
yes.
He's like, thank you guys.
Oh man.
Wow.
He's just like, yep, I'm gonna nail this, and he nails it. Nails it.
And he does it bigger next time.
Yeah.
Because that was the
So
big flip,
cool.
right?
Yep.
And then he does a bigger flip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was nuts. Wild.
And just stomps
And then
it
he just,
down.
I'll just add another shove in the middle there
Mm.
for the bigger flip. Just casual.
I didn't realize he had
8.9.
braces. Did you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's had braces for a couple years now.
Oh, has he? I
Yeah.
didn't think he had it that
Well,
long. I thought that
'cause
was fairly new.
I keep seeing them, and I'm like, those should be coming off soon.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
because
like,
I
nope,
had them for
got a
2
while.
years.
I had him back in high school. But
Yeah, me too.
oh man, I
love that
Oh.
trick. He was trying to do a switch, which is nuts. I've never seen him do it switch.
it's bonkers.
It's-
I love those pants. Give me those
Yeah,
pants.
corduroy. Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
They look corduroy. They just look comfy.
Yeah, they look hot though.
I don't care.
I do.
They look so cool.
He was so close
Oh.
to that too.
Give him 2 more tries. He could have had it.
Here we go. Oh.
Yeah. Look at him.
Here it is.
He needs a
This is that-
9-8 for first. Come
Yeah.
on. Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
geez.
The catch. The catch.
It was flawless. You cannot get better than that.
But sadly it's not a 9-8, you know.
Well, right.
It's just look at it. And just that
Flawless.
back foot just gets it. He's like, I got
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Mm,
Yeah.
so bonkers.
Even Nigel's like, all right.
When he comes back, 9 foot. He was close.
I did
he
like.
went to second. There it is.
Yeah, okay. Is it right here where he goes to his daughter? Yeah,
Yeah.
I love this as a parent of a girl.
And she's
Uh,
big.
That's awesome. Love it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, because Hoban got bumped down. But
I don't think
He needs a
Hoffler made
9-9.
this, right?
no, I don't think he did. I don't remember him landing it. I think I would have.
Yeah.
Oh man, he went down hard on that one too.
Yeah, he was injured,
Yeah.
or not injured, I guess, but hurt anyway.
Oh, he was so close.
And he needed a 9.4. Do you think that would have got a 9.4?
No, I don't think so.
I think it would have been like a 9.2. Yeah, like
2.
right there.
Yeah, so that's when Ribeiro had it, and it was, man, it was awesome. I'm
He
glad
does
Hoban
that
at least
steezy
podium.
kick flip, or that steezy 5-0, 50-50, sorry. For third tries a charm.
It's, oh man, it was a lot of. These are always so much fun to watch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I had.
And skateboarding companies and just skateboarding in general is so bad at advertising and promotions. We never know they're coming up until like the Friday before.
Oh, I just had a
We're like,
random one.
oh.
I said I'm
Alright.
really missing Sean Malto on commentary.
Yeah.
I said,
his
I
mic'd
really-
up stuff was awesome.
Yeah, and I said I really think you and I could commentary one of these.
Dude, I would love to, but we could do that. We could do so they do. Oh, that would be interesting. Let us know if you guys want this. They
we could talk that.
they
up.
do it's called UFC Fight Companion.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of different people that do it, but we obviously can't show the live feed.
Yeah.
But usually you can time it up
Oh,
and
okay.
be like, okay, this is like they're starting now or whatever. And yeah, we'll commentate through the whole contest. We could do a 3-hour stream for the prelims or even the finals, I guess, if you want.
I'd do it because I love just sitting there and just
Yeah.
because I while I'm sitting there watching, you can ask my kids and stuff. I don't stop talking.
Right.
I don't. I have
I'm by
so much.
myself.
Yeah.
Harper was over, and she usually gets to my house at 6:30, and the final started at 6:30. So I was like, all right, like I'm turning this on before she gets here. Hopefully she doesn't say anything. And she walked in and like, you know, whatever.
Mhm.
And she sat down and she started watching. And I said, "Oh yeah, you like skateboarding, huh?" And she said, "Yep." She said, and then she said, because I did forget, we got her a Spider-Man skateboard,
Oh, okay.
cheap one, probably
Yep.
I think from Walmart or something. And we, for some reason, I don't even remember why. It's at her mom's house, but there's plastic on the wheels,
Oh, yeah.
and we just haven't cut it off yet
Sure.
for some reason. And she even brought that up. I was like, "You like skateboarding, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "I want a skateboard, but somebody has to take the plastic off my wheels." And I was like, "Oh, baby, like, I'll do it." Like, I said, "Next time I'm over, remind me." And she said, "I will, but you never come to mommy's house." I was like,
Yeah.
"That's because you
you're
live
right.
here." Like,
Yeah. That's
you know?
kind of how that works.
Yeah.
I think the last things I had for this too was I had best dressed in the final, Felipe Gustavo, Braden Hoban, and I had Kelvin Hofer always in a hoodie. And
Yeah.
then best deck graphic, Jagger Eaton's I thought was the best. Gustavo Ribeiro's was cool, and Chris Jocelyn's was awesome too.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to him. I liked Jocelyn's. It was awesome that because he broke his board right before the
Mhm.
big flip and the bigger flip,
Yep.
right?
He was out there.
So that was a whole new board for it.
Yeah.
But he obviously came prepared because his replacement board
yeah.
was a Jocelyn.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
It was he was ready
obviously
for
same
it.
trucks and everything.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little different because you're not gonna mirror the tightness,
Oh yeah.
Exactly, but
I mean, and I don't know how you do that. It would take me way too long to get warmed up into that.
right, for sure.
So
Fresh grip
yeah,
tape
we're,
and everything.
we're running out of time, but we still got a couple things to hit on the backside. So I had some other different fail like ones and stuff.
Oh no. Okay.
But we'll go. I got a couple here that we just need to see real quick. No fails here. I'll show you a fail compilation that I found that I thought was crazy. It's nothing particular or
Yeah.
anything, but it just kept going, and it's one of those ones where it's like boom, boom, boom. boom.
This is a weekly segment, right? Fails, basically.
Yeah,
Is it
kind of.
weekly? Okay.
Yeah, this
I
one's
think
just
we've
kind of
done
on
it
the
like
backside
6
'cause-
weeks in a row or something.
Oh, we have. But this one isn't a fail, but it's amazing.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
Backflip to
The
manual,
Manny to blunt.
blunt,
Yep. Kick
and
flip.
flips out.
Yep.
That's just
That's awesome.
I've always wanted to, like, on a roll into launch, I wanted to do a backflip or a front flip.
That's definitely some Tony Hawk Pro Skater stuff.
Yeah.
That first comment said got to be at least 50,000 points right there. I was like, yep, that's
And
beautiful.
yeah, the closest I was getting close to learning front flips back when Ohio Dreams was open because they had a cool foam
Front
pit.
flips or back flips?
Front flips.
Front
and-
flips suck.
And I was just able for some reason when I went to do like an early grab to grab my board, my shoulder dropped and I would turn. I'm like, oh, if I could
You
like, really
mistied it.
perfect this.
Trying to do the Misty, bro.
And but yeah, I was trying to learn those. Real quick, running out of time. Oh,
You just a natural McTwister. I saw
Okay.
this too.
yeah, you see this?
makes
this,
it
this
all
was
the
on
way
rough
around.
cut.
And he barely squeezed it out. Look at the end here. He's like, oh, I got a little bit more, a little bit more, a
Yeah.
little bit more. All right, I made it.
It So good.
Yeah.
I love these weird.
A little bit more. Ah, there it is.
I love the weirdness of these things. It's always
Yeah.
so cool. So, but real quick, we'll watch a little bit of this crazy weird fail compilation. I don't know. It's one of those ones. Of course, it's a sponsored thing. Sure. Anyway, so yeah, here it goes. Just a lot of
Oh,
yeah.
gotta have a spotter, dude.
Where's this? Does that go? Oh, not that.
Oh,
Hold on.
what are
Stop
you
it,
doing,
thing.
man?
I'm trying to make it go full screen, but it wouldn't. There? I guess that's full screen to this.
There's another full screen button.
Hits the car.
Oh,
That one? There we go. Goodness, sorry.
oh, wow, that one hurt.
Yeah.
That's got to
It's
be
all-
close to the worst one so far. That's a bummer.
After a few of these, they don't get as bad. But oh man,
Oh.
that dude just face plants so quick. Oh, it's so
Man,
lots of pain.
yeah. What do you expect?
I think somebody
Somebody just parked there
Parked
while they
there.
were doing that. Barefoot is all bad,
boom and just
and being
lots of
pulled like
flops.
that. That's fine. She's laughing at him. I dig that.
Oh. Yeah, it starts to go to like not skateboarding, but
An old man.
oh, dude, poor.
Why would
guy.
you try that?
Poor old guy. Oh,
Yeah, you better slam on the brakes. Don't run him
poor
over.
guy
Oh,
dude, he took
Oh.
out most of that car.
yeah.
See, this is where if I remember correctly, it just starts to go
Oh.
to nothing but like just nonsense at this point.
Yeah.
Roller skates, get out of here. But yeah, so
Yeah.
all of our stuff. I don't know. What do we got to say? Things and stuff.
Skate Mansfield on Twitter, on YouTube. The Skate
Instagram.
Mansfield, yeah. The Skate Mansfield Facebook page is the key thing, guys.
Yes.
That's where we post all our updates.
More updates. coming.
Obviously, if you're watching this on Friday or after and you're watching on YouTube, we go live on Twitch. I think we're going to try to do Sunday nights moving forward.
Yes, I think that's where we're gonna.
I think
try
that's
to
the
sit.
plan. Obviously, Sunday, Monday, something like that. But we're going to try Sunday nights at 7. Come join us. Come hang out.
Fun.
We're close to being whatever we're supposed to be on Twitch.
We'll see if we get it there.
He
and
said if we get
there.
some things, we get buttons and stuff. So
Exciting.
So come on over to
Yes.
Twitch.
Hang out with us on Twitch. That's the way to do it. You get the pre-show banter.
Pre-show banter. But yeah, I mean that's all I got, guys. Please subscribe, like, share, tell your friends, all that. We're trying to grow the community, so even if
And we're getting there.
I said that's all I got, and then I go on a rant. And then but yeah, we're trying to grow the community, guys. So anybody that you know skates or even has been impacted by skating, something like that, just enjoys it, hit us up on the Facebook. Come hang out.
Please and thank you.
And there's one thing left to do.
Go skate.
Do it.
Bye.